I did it. Oh my gosh, if you guys could see this hawk. See this hawk that's floating right now in the sky. Ache, 13. Okay, so I wasn't able to go live before, so I decided to go ahead and do my chanting. And I don't know if you guys could see it, but there is a hawk that is circling right above the yellow field that's over there. And this is confirmation. Like, I know, we're all in our own world, but for me not to be able to go live and then have to do my 108 mantras, and then I came live and had no issues. Ache. Hola, Alice. Oh my goodness. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sight. I don't know if you guys can see it behind me. Can y'all see it? Can y'all see it? Can you see it? But it's just really interesting because the topic that I'm talking about, and yes, I got on my red lipstick. Red lipstick is a symbol of the vagina. So when you are coloring your lips, you are creating a frequency that is a sexual frequency. It is meant to be able to arouse, to be able to stimulate that chakra. Oh, I had him on hold all this time. Yes, they were trying to stop the message from coming, but we know that they can't stop the message. Mark Zuckerberg ain't got nothing on us. Ache. Yes. So I went out and I did my mantras. I sang and I gave thanks to the ancestors and the divine universal powers that exist in all creation. Yes. And then I came back and I had absolutely no problem with the connection. Ache. Okay, yes, I will talk to you later. Adios. Melchizedek. Ache. Hola, 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 hola. So I felt inspired to talk to you guys about sexual energy, sexual power, and this attack that is happening in our root and sacral chakras. So I was talking about my lipstick, and I don't wear lipstick. I like to wear lip gloss. But for today, and ache to my cousin Bialma, because there's a reason for everything. She sends me all these lip glosses and then this smack red. So I was like, ache, I received that. So I know what we got to talk about today. So I'm going to light a little bit of, oh, and let me turn my volume up. I'm going to turn my volume up. Hola, gracias, Tanya. Gracias. Yeah, Solution likes it too. He likes it when I wear the red lipstick. But, when you're wearing red lipstick, you got to be careful with everything. And hola, Al. Hola, hola, hola. Ache to all of you. Ache is power. And when you ache, you are giving life force and love, high vibrating energy to the divine, to the universal forces, most high. Everything that has life, everything that exists, you're giving ache and power to. And you're also transforming negative energy to positive energy when you're giving ache with the right intention. And when you're lighting your sage is powerful for the ancestors. They receive it. This creates a portal, an open gateway for information that's on the highest vibration to transport through this communication that we're having right now. So ache, ache, ache. Ache, 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 ache. All right. So, okay. So the lipstick is very important because, oh, and the 108, I hope you guys have been doing your mantras and writing down the things that have been happening, because oh, it's been intense over here on this end. It's been intense. But hola, bright sister. Hola, Tanya. Hola, Natalie. Hola, everyone. Thank you all so much for tuning into this very powerful study session that I'm doing today here, because I was called to do it here today. So the lipstick, when you are, okay, in my culture, young women weren't allowed to wear any makeup or anything until the age of 15. And then they would have a quinceañera, and then that's what, during that time, that really came from our ancestors, and that was a time where you're supposed to start educating, teaching the woman, and it's actually before then. She starts her training at 13. And then she starts, when she gets her menstrual cycle, she starts her training, and sometimes it could be a little before then afterwards. It really depends on the individual, but in custom it was generally around 13, 11 or 13. That was the age that they would start preparing to be young goddesses, young women. And so the lipstick is to attract the mate. The color red is to simulate the vagina. So when you have that together and you wear, that is the energy that it sends to the mind. That is the signal. It's a symbol. So when you see red lips, or at this point, it's just plumped lips, period. The color, if it's shiny, if you're bringing attraction to that, that is the energy that you're working with. And so some people are working with it all the time. They're just not conscious of how they're using this energy. And when you got little girls that are like, oh yeah, put the lipstick on, I want to be like, mommy, yeah, that's cute, but you got to explain to your babies what this is. And it's sacred information. That are little keys that unlock that Pandora's box of sexual energy and sexuality. So all of these things are important. I know that in this day and age, we're seeing a whole lot of twerking going on, right? Well, twerking raises the Kundalini energy. And the Kundalini energy, when it is not ready to be arisen, it can cause havoc, which is what's happening now in our communities. Hola, Alexa. Hola, Vital Energy. Hola, Tracy. So all of these things are coming into the root of our little babies, and they are growing up with already their root and their sacral chakra already messed up. The intention has always been, do I got y'all attention with this red lipstick? Yeah. The intention has always been to keep us from ourselves. And in keeping us from ourselves, they can control us. Who that they is, whatever it is, whatever energy you feel addicted to or enslaved to, that's really what it is. So you call it whatever you want to call it. So this has happened. This was simulated already from the moment you come to this plane. You get a vaccination or you get a slap in the ass. That slap in the ass is waking up the Kundalini before it's even time. That's not really how babies need to be bought into. But anyway, that's another conversation for another day. But so the plan has been, and this plan has been for like hundreds of years now already. So the plan has been to attack the root and sacral chakras, because once you attack those, the root is just what it sounds like. Is the root. That is where everything exists. That's where your family ties exist, the way that you feel about yourself, your material self, religion, your belief system is all there. And then you have your sacral energy. Your sacral energy comes from your root chakras down here. Your sacral is like right about here, right above where your private parts are, right? So that area, you have two chakras there. You have a sexual chakra and a sacral chakra. And in this chakra, the thoughts of how your feelings about people, your feelings about yourself, your sexuality, your creativity, all of these things exist in there. So what they do is they keep those stimulated and overstimulated, so that you're just using it and using it, and the more you use it, the more you get depleted, the more you get stuck there. Hence, a lot of these artists that have become famous and all of their sexual energy was depleted like a little battery, and yeah, they got records and all of that. They're still using their energy, but then these people start depending on medicine and prescriptions and drugs and different things like that, so that they can kind of bring that back up and maintain that energy. And it's the energy that it comes authentically from source. So that's where you got to get it from all the time. So if that connection is blocked, then that's where death is. If people want to consider and talk about this so-called death, right? But that's what's happening now when you look at television, when you look at the media. And we got to get away from judgment. This is no judgment. This is just point blank, period, what is happening. So they're grooming the young ones very small, and they're using these deities and these idols in mainstream media to project this energy onto people. And so, see, our moms are in that age and in that generation of the beehives and Beyonce, and they're connecting to this strong energy. So anything that this person does is okay. And so all of these are programs. That's just how it goes. That's what it is. That's the same energy of people that follow Jesus, people that follow any kind of source that they believe is greater than themselves. That's where they take it, to idol worship. And so that's just what it is. No judgment is what it is. If that's what you do and that's how you get your power, that's what you do and that's how you get your power. But what I'm talking about is what the industry has done and how they get their power and how they've gotten their power and how they continue to get their power until now, because that time is done and that time is over. So it's important, and that's where this orgone energy comes in. Orgone energy, this that you see right here, this is sexual energy encapsulated, okay? Anyone can create devices to protect themselves from all of the things that are being shot at us on the daily. But we're taking it back. I'm going to keep it to your sexual power and your sexual energy. When you listen to the music is already created on a frequency that is below what is natural and what is normal for a human. So these frequencies, and this is something that if you do the research, and see, I was in that industry for over 25 years in the professional level, so I know what I'm talking about. This frequency, no matter who's singing, whether it's Celine Dion, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, whoever it is, Prince, no matter who it is, they created the music in a frequency that is not good for people and subjects them to mind control and subjects them to manipulation. So that's the first thing. So through that, they're sending signals. They do the same thing in advertisement. They do the same thing with television. They're doing the same thing with social media. They're doing the same thing that they've been doing forever on television. They're doing it on social media as well. So the only thing that can combat these energies are natural forms of energy that exist naturally on the planet. It is sexual energy that exists in an individual. It is the same thing that exists in the orgone energy. And now I'm showing you these ones, but I'm talking about any orgone energy device that is created in the formula that was started by Wilhelm Reich, Karl Hans, Don Croft, the ancestors, because it goes way deeper than that. Then that formula it's science. It doesn't matter what you believe. It's going to work. It does what it does. Now, when you connect the spiritual aspect to sexual energy and orgone, then you're going deep into the science of our ancestors. Then they're talking directly to you, and there is no doubt of what it is that you're dealing with when you are dealing with orgone. And this is why they have neutralized all of the individuals that have tried to become public with this information. But that time is over, because we have learned, and we know we keep coming back, and we keep coming back stronger. And this is our time to be here. So it's important to heal. And here's the thing about what's going on, though. It seems like it's so tragic, right? Because there's so many people dying, so many people getting raped, so many people. Our whole planet has been sexually abused. You understand what I'm saying? Our whole planet has been sexually abused. Nuestra planeta completa ha sido abusada sexualmente. So we need healing, and we are healing, because even if you do not own or have any organ, this is being created on the planet for humanity. Everyone is benefiting from this energy. If you happen to have some close, then that means you have more of the energy. But it is a tool nonetheless. It is a tool. Everything that exists in it exists in you. This right here, this is in you. This is in all of us. This is in all of us, Ache. So it is so important that we teach our families about sexual energy and what it is, and not be afraid of it, and not say, oh, don't you do that. If you see your child humping, if you see your child twerking, if you see your child wearing lipstick and displaying energies of sexuality, then it is important. It is time. That means it's time to have that conversation. And unfortunately, it has become even sooner to have that conversation. But remember that your seed that is here is not here. This is not their first time here. They came for this. So they're ready for everything you bring to them. They are ready for it. Know that, because that's truly what it is. Organ energy heals, clears blockages, heals cells, creates more cells, creates high vibrating cells. It is a very, very powerful tool. If you have it around your home, if you're wearing it around your body, you are healing. It doesn't matter what you know, you are healing. So when you start to use this energy source, you start connecting to sources that are available to you to further your healing. And the first level of that source is your ancestors, okay? Your mama that passed, your daddy, your sister, your child, your unborn child, all of these are ancestors to you that have a direct link to you, a direct link to the divine, and so on and so on and so on and so on and so on. So when you start connecting to these energies, then you start getting the answers of what it is that you need to do so that you can heal. And sexual power, sexual energy, it is number one. It is the first step. Outside, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say in your spirituality of what you got to do. First, you got to sit with yourself and make this agreement with yourself that you're ready to heal and you're ready to master this vessel that you have. Then you make your connection with Most High. Then you have to go to the root of your issues. You have to go to the creation, to the beginning of it, to your sexual energy. You got to pull that out, whatever that is, however dirty it is, however naughty, however freaky, however that is. And I'm not talking about sex. I am talking about the energy that brings. And it brings a lot of darkness because it's always been hidden. It is a sacred energy. We are sacred temples. But I digress. So you have to teach your young ones about this energy and what it is in them. I learned about it because of my own sexual abuse. And so I made a decision early in raising our daughter that this was something that we needed to talk about immediately. Everybody doesn't do that. But everybody has to have a conversation about it some way, some shape, some form, somehow. This energy is coming in your cartoons, in the Nickelodeon and the Disney and all of these things that we trust our children's vision to. So they're getting it by any means. If they have portable devices such as this one, they're getting sexual energy into their little baby chakras all the time. Sexual abuse is real. There is something that's being uncovered in the media now called Pizzagate. And all of these things are coming to light. You know, nobody, the truth is being revealed every single second. So this is just now about our preparation. This is not about staying all day looking at conspiracy videos and talking to people about what you learned. Oh, look, they're lying. What you know is for you. And it is time to start preparing in that knowing so that you could be ready for what is here now. Your time, which there is no time, but we're not going to get into that either. We're not going to get into that. Time is relative. They make it like that so that we can have a way, to kind of gauge things. But everything happens in divine time. So in this divine time, it's time to go ahead and talk sex, like real sex. What is it? What was your experience with it? What do you know about it now? If you're not ready to talk to them, you got to get ready. I was going to say, you can tell, you can't talk to nobody else. I cannot tell your offspring about your experience with your sexual power. And everything is your experience to your sexual power. You understand what I'm saying? Everything, your whole existence is about your sexual power. Because once you came in through that canal, that yoni, that womb of sexual energy, this is another reason why they're doing a lot of C-sections, y'all, too. Because they don't want, when the babies come out through that canal, through that womb, they get like extra special powers. That's the best thing. That's the best thing that I can describe it as. So, a lot of these things are being stopped, but there are a lot of people that are on it. And it really is about where you're at and being true to yourself on that level. It's like if somebody would have told me that I would be doing what I'm doing now 6 years ago, I would have been like, get the fuck out of here. No. I never saw this, but somebody else did. And those somebody else's are my family. Those are my soul tribe. That's what I was destined for. And it really all is a matter of what you believe. But the one thing that is undeniable is universal power. So I just wanted to share that with you guys today. That y'all ain't gonna be seeing me with this red lipstick no more. So take it all in. Take it all in. I can't. It's like the sexual, it's like, it's hard to, you look and you just go right there. And that just shows the power of this energy. And women, it's like these goddesses, it's like, women, we have such power. It's like we're built with the curves that we have for a reason, and there are cultures that cover that all the way up because they know the secret. They know the power. And I am by no means telling anybody to cover anything up. You got to be prepared for everything that you put out there. If you put on that red lipstick, you be prepared for what's coming with that. If your shirt is like this and you giving me all of this right here, you see all that right there? Be ready for what's coming with that, because that is that bosom power, so everything that you have is very powerful and it's very enticing. So you can't blame these little boys for wanting to feel up on your little girls now, and you can't blame these little girls from having these feelings when that energy has been evoked. When they start to twerking and that pounding starts going down in the spine, they are waking it up themselves and don't even know what they're doing, and they don't know what's happening. And what's happening is that you start attracting energy that attracts that. And ache, I am getting confirmation chills all over. And I mean, this is just basically my own story as well, as I'm sure many of you. But when you awaken that, then you start attracting abusive energy. You start attracting pedophiles. You start attracting other little people that are sexually sick and are acting upon those energies that are alive in them, thriving, and being multiplied with the food, with the GMOs, with the processed foods, with the eating of the cannibalism that's, happening. And so these things do affect the minds of our young ones. When you have people, when you're allowing them to get their heads touched, when these baptismals that are happening, that are really to block those energy centers and to push the energy down and to create a fear, is real. And the only way to heal from that is your self-awareness, your self-mastery, and using your own power. Hola, AD. I hope this replays. You keep freezing. Ache. 13, ache. 13, ache. Let me call the ancestors. Ache. Ache. 13, ache. Can y'all hear me? Ache. Yes, they can hear me. Ache. Ache. We're good. Yes, ache. 13. Ache. I know some people think I'm quite mad. Ache. Sasa can hear me. It doesn't always come through. It's not always supposed to come through. I'm telling you, I was like trying to get on and I'm sitting here frustrated, like, why I can't go live? But we have to consider the source, and we got to consider what it is that we're doing. Although I am very appreciative of this broadcast, I definitely know. Ache. 3. Ache. I definitely know that there are others watching, and I definitely know that what I have to say, it doesn't want to, people don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know the power. These powers that exist have spent hundreds and hundreds of years keeping us from our own information, keeping our melanin from us, keeping, hiding our artifacts, hiding our proof. It's like they're trying to destroy, Sphinx and different things like that. And it's like, they're coming from a mind that was created outside of original source. And so it's like soulless beings that have no soul. And so they're trying to, manipulate, and they've gotten together with other planetary systems to manipulate these human earth heart love beings that have been created by source. It's like we are what we are, and so it is no wonder why slavery was and is what it is. It is no wonder why all of the richly melanated people in all of the nations in all of the world have suffered the most. It is no wonder. And if you know that the last shall be first, then you know this is your time. It's about removing all of these labels and removing all of these ideas of, somebody holding you down and somebody keeping you down. You are keeping you down if your mind ain't right. You are keeping you down if you're putting these processed things in your body and you're blocking your energy centers from working. I mean, that has been the whole plan from the gate. And it's not even time it's time to get right. But it don't even matter what you read or what you see or what video or what's going down. How you feeling? How are you feeling at 46 years old? Are you feeling fine? Can you climb a mountain? Are you sick? Do you have diabetes? Do you have cancer? Your body is telling you what's going on. And the only solution to that is what you put in your body, not what medicine you take. Medicine? Get the fuck out of here with some medicine. What the fuck? Pardon me to all of those that are sensitive to my low vibration cussing. Medicine was created to kill. And they've had to come with some really potent stuff to kill us because they can't. Don't some of them call us roaches? So, I'm just saying, I'm in celebration every single day because it is our time to rise. You know, and it's about removing the labels of everything that exists, everything that has been shown to you that is going to cause separation, that's going to cause anger, that's going to cause dissension. If you know who you are, like, you're not going to be like, oh, look, this is who I am. Rah, 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 this is who I am. You better believe who I am because this is me. Nigga, I got all the power. This is me. You better believe it. You better show some respect. You better put some respect on it because this is me. The truth needs no validation. If you know who you are, your vibration shows every ounce of it. That's why the makeup and the illusion, the expression of it, that's what's going to tell you what it is. It don't matter what a person look like. There are a whole bunch of beautiful ass people out here. Can I just tell you? There are some shells that look like, oh, you see them and you're like, oh, you know what I mean? But then you look in the inside and that shit is empty and hollow as fuck. It's not about that. It's about what you're feeling, what you're vibrating. And that's how you connect with your soul tribe, because you haven't been who you are today your whole life, all of your lifetimes. And I'm going to say this one thing and then I'm going to leave, because y'all know I just be talking. But a lot of people, they doubt things because they don't remember. Do you remember when you were in your mother's womb? Do you remember being there? Do you remember what it looks like in there? Do you have memory of that? Probably not, right? But it happened because here you go, right? You here, right? So if you apply that same logic to your past lives, you will recognize that the things that you're able to do and remember in this lifetime that you never went to school for came from somewhere. You learned it in another time. You learned it somewhere else. Reincarnation is real. Rebirth, eternity, infinity is real. We are infinite beings with infinite life. How you transform that life is all according to what you vibrate, what's inside, what's your karma. Your relationship with the Most High and the universal powers are the ones that decide how you incarnate back, if you ever do so again, into flesh form. There are some incarnates here that will never ever come back. Some because they have just ascended to that level beyond, and that's who we know as ascended masters. And there are many of them. It wasn't just Jesus and Buddha. Many ascended masters are female. But anyway, my point is that there are levels to everything. And this is one level. Your human form is a level to your soul's incarnation in other dimensions, in other ways, and other things. Okay, these movies that you connect to, you call yourself a Trekkie? You connect to planetary systems and you're into, astrology and the sun and all of that stuff. You're probably from one of those planets. Who knows? I don't know. You know, because when you start tapping into it, you're like, oh, wait, no, I'm from Jupiter. I remember Jupiter. I was from there. And this book or this person or this thing confirms everything that I already know. That's how you know. But with that, I will depart. Oh, one more thing, and I'm going to go. One more thing. the song, the ache, has to be your song, has to be your rhythm. And that's why the cipher was created, so that everyone can add. We can have a unison, ache, 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 13, ache, 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 ache. You know, we can have a uniform thing, but when you ache, you want to bring your sound. You want to bring what started happening to me, or what was coming to me. All of these different energies coming. When my son came in, then he came in with ache, 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 ache. When the native ancestors came in, they were coming in ache, ache, and it was like a deeper sound. When Naya came in, it was a different thing. When Naki came in, it was a different thing. When Vital Energy came in, it was a different thing. So everybody has been adding their different energy to it. And it's so powerful. And I'm telling you, y'all, all the time you guys send them to me, I cry, and I'm so in love with the energy and what this is waking up in people. Because this is about you. This isn't about anybody else but you and your connections, your ancestors, the reason why you are here. You know, and that leads to other and greater things. But I'm not anyone to tell you that. You got to find that out for yourself. So thank you all so much for checking it out. Ache, 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 ache. Ache, 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 ache. Ache, 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 ache. Ache, 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 ache. Ache, 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 13. Wait, I'm changing it. Ache, 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 13. 13, ache. See, it changes all the time. It just depends on how I feel. Ache, 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 13. Ache, 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 13. It depends. Oh, thank you so much. I just braided it and twisted the ends. And that's all I did. And I talked to it. And I sent loving energy to it. And I put my antennas out. And I say, ache, 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 ache. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here with me today. Definitely pass it on. Please share. Hasta la próxima. Y'all know I had to do a video. Whenever my hair look cute, I'm going to do a video if my hair look cute. Dang it. That's what it is. Gracias, Angelica. Gracias, gracias. H, 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 H. Adios.